Mr. Speaker, sir. So even it is heartening to know that the department is taking steps to ensure that the hotels, guest houses, workshops, etc. have installed these ETPs, sir. Now, so what steps are being taken to periodically check the functioning of the ETPs and the discharge thereafter, sir? Because in spite of the ETPs being installed, we're still seeing a lot of pollution happening, sir. So what steps are being taken? Some kind of third-party assessment is available, sir?
Mr. Speaker, sir, as of now, all hotels have installed ETP. So if there is anything which is harmful, so I request the honorable member or anybody can inform the department, and can give suggestion also to our department.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I also rise to participate in this very important motion as moved by our honorable member from 16 East Shillong regarding cancer care and the facilities availed by our patients in Civil Hospital Shillong. So I would like to submit just a few additional points that may be of relevance to this particular topic that we are talking about, and really we sympathize with the patients across the state, sir, and our support both morally and in other terms to the medical teams that are really working day in and day out to facilitate the patients that are being cured of this dreaded disease in Civil Hospital Shillong, sir. So, in this age of digitization and internet, various hospitals are also using the facilities of telemedicine, where a lot many doctors are available on consultancy charges, sir. And to save the time and cost, perhaps the department can look at the facility of telemedicine so that it can be availed, and there will be a team that will be there in the Civil Hospital Shillong, sir, to assist the patients to get this facility. And numerous other consultants can be empaneled by the health department if they are there in the country or even outside the country, sir, to help us to give the better facilities to the patients that are here in the state, sir. So early detection, as suggested by our honorable member from Nongpang, is also one of the biggest cure, in fact, for cancer, sir. So earlier we used to see this mobile van, that is a mobile cancer detection unit that moves across the state, sir. But then, sir, now we don't know the fate of this mobile cancer detection unit, whether it's still available, whether it's still operational. There used to be one van, sir, which we used to see outside Civil Hospital, but then now, sir, it's not visible. So, sir, if this activity can again be restarted so that we can ensure early detection across the state, sir. So the food inspectorate that is already there in the health department, sir, needs to be activated properly, sir, and it should be active. Because we have seen in various news reports and the activities that have been carried out by the food inspectorate has been commendable, sir. And detection of the cancer, let's say the eatables that can cause cancer, is one of the efforts that can be undertaken by the food inspectorate, sir. So that the local breweries are also there, sir. We know how it affects the quality of the booze that is available is one thing that needs to be checked, sir. Because we can't stop people from drinking, and the local breweries are also one of the major, let's say, reasons for the rise in the number of patients across the state, sir. So the products need to be inspected. The meat that is available in the market, sir. The other eatables that are flooding the markets from across the state and even from outside the country also, sir. They need to be inspected from time to time, sir. So strengthening of the diagnostic centers. So I've had experience, sir, because of wrong diagnosis also. There leads this leads to even further problems. Escalation, sometimes it even distresses the patients. In one experience that I had, sir, when we took the diagnostic report from Shillong, it read that the sugar level was around 500. When at the same day in the evening, when the patient was transported to a hospital in Calcutta, the sugar level went down to 150, sir. So this is really a cause of concern, and if the diagnostics that are available are not up to the mark, sir, this will also create a problem. So training and capacity building is one of the biggest areas of concern. So our CHCs, PHCs also need to be sensitized on this disease. I think so we have experts across the country, we have experts across the world, and so with the facilities and with the kind of figures that have been mentioned by Madam Amperine, the Honourable Member, while moving her motion, sir, we could see the highest number of cases coming in the state, sir. Perhaps, sir, our state also needs to do a lot of capacity building in our own. One, sir, the mapping of the areas from where these patients are coming. Because there might be a trend, sir, maybe some villages which are seeing a highest number of cases, or maybe some particular area of the state, sir. Perhaps maybe because of the water, perhaps maybe because of the kind of eatables that these people are really, the food habits of this particular area of the state, sir. Because sporadic cases, yes, sir, we may agree. But then, sir, if the number of cases are coming from certain area, perhaps these can be checked. But this can be done only through data collection, sir, proper mapping of the villages from where these patients are coming, so that we can have some kind of scientific approach, and also so we move in a methodic manner as to address the problems of this particular disease. So we are seeing the processes, as has been mentioned by several members, the process is very tedious for any particular government servant to avail the financial advance from the department, sir. First they have to move their own mother department, then personnel, finance, then again roots back. So that time of 3 weeks to sometimes a month or 1.5 months is very precious. And this needs to be addressed, because if it takes a long time just to get the financial support, so the person may have died just waiting for the financial support from the government, sir. So, sir, this needs to be reviewed. I think the DHS can work on this, sir, and maybe speed up the kind of approvals that are required. Because if they have to again wait for the files to move from one table to the other, it is going to be a cause of concern for our patients, sir. So, one last point, sir, is the IEC activities, the information, education activities that need to be done. We have not seen any kind of activity either in the local media, through documentaries, and now in Facebook and WhatsApp, sir, to the social media also, any kind of documentary that can give in the local language, Khasi, Jaintia and Garo, that can educate our people across the state, our citizens, on cancer and its various problems, and maybe the food that we are eating also. If we are sensitized, perhaps people can address this problem, this disease at the very natal stage itself, sir. So that's why, sir, intensive active IEC activities. We've seen, sir, the government has been very, very slow. Earlier years, irrespective of any department, sir, IEC activity, awareness, they are very, very poor, sir. So, if we can have documentaries, short documentaries, films, 30 seconds, 1 minute, it will not consume much, but then it will give the message across. So, advertisements, so that people are aware of the symptoms. Once the symptoms are known, perhaps people can go for early detection as well as early cure, sir. So, these are few of my concerns and submissions that may perhaps be of worthwhile to the department and to the Honourable Minister Health, sir. So just the other day on Saturday, I was there in one particular village in my constituency, and we are talking about the water problem in that particular area. So it was brought to the notice that this particular water source has to pass through the water that is coming from this particular area. The water source is being fed from a paddy field or some kind of agricultural patch upstream, and this water passes through this agricultural patch. So the pesticides and insecticides that are given to tomatoes that are being grown in that particular area may be affecting the water. And finally, it is affecting the supply also to the particular villages. So this will definitely lead to disease. So a coherent effort needs to be there, sir. PHE department, water resources, health department, all these have to come in to help. Agriculture department also have to be there, sir, in a coherent effort to check the disease. This may be lack of capacity, lack of awareness, will further lead to further problems across the state, sir. And so we are seeing it is a problem for all of us, sir, to find a cure to this particular disease. But then we have read extensively that the Lakadong turmeric, which has got a lot of curcumin percentage, and brown rice, these are products of our state, sir, which are the eatables that can cure cancer. Why not, sir, we do some research on this, perhaps provide some kind of Ayurvedic treatment or local treatment through these particular food products that are already available in our state, sir. So with these few submissions, I thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir, and call upon the attention of the Honourable Minister, sir, to kindly have a serious discussion and debate over all these issues that are being flagged in this particular time, sir. Thank you very much. I resume my seat, sir.